mean, what better to start a podcast with a kid screaming in the background? Hello.
Hello. We are episode 17, I believe, with Life in the Dad Lane. I'm Ed Placencia. That's Lane Compton.
Here
Lane, it's great to see you, buddy.
You too, pal. You too. Glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here, too. As of recording time, we are in, I guess, mid-December right now of 2025. How are the... How are the family holiday plans coming together? Are there more decorations up? What's going on over there?
Yeah, that is in full swing. We had a little cookie making afternoon. We've got another tree in the window and some lights in the window, and the stockings are hung with care.
Nice.
In hopes that someday Saint Nick will be there. I forget the.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I memorize lines for a living. Yeah, it's feeling very festive, and things keep arriving daily, and stashing them away, hiding them from my wife, and I'm excited. He won't remember this one, but there's something that already elevates the experience of having the tree and the things lit and all of that Christmas music playing, because that's unavoidable, I suppose, but remembering there are good Christmas albums and Christmas songs, because I mean that's my family tradition is Christmas, and I'm excited for it. It feels good, and it'd just be the three of us.
And you mentioned last week, I believe it was you, that said that your wife is getting presents for your son and not telling you what they are. Have you started doing the same thing in return? Like, oh, look what's here.
No, because she put that one out just before the last episode, and it's a huge box. It says, "For my son from Santa." And
okay.
I'm like, well, what is it? I don't know. Aren't we Santa? She's like, no, I did that one. And like, well, clearly, because I don't know what it is, but can't I? But then it was like, okay, I'm in. That's fun.
Yeah.
But I kind of already ordered things. And so it's, we had gotten one big thing in the big sales after Thanksgiving, a new stroller, and it's already arrived, and I've assembled it, and it's up, and we've tested it out. It's a little too big for him, but it was more of like, all right, that's the big thing that we went in on for him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know we were, so now I look like, thankfully he won't remember this one.
Right.
So I don't look like the Grinch who didn't get him anything.
No, not at all.
He's got plenty of stuff already, golly, and I know that grandparents will still send more things regardless of what we say he's got too much of, but it's exciting nonetheless.
Is he doing the teething ring thing? And is that
still?
Do you
quite
put
a
that
bit.
like in the fridge or make them cold or anything? I feel like I heard that once upon a time. I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Like someone suggested even a washcloth. You put that in the freezer for a little bit, wet, and then they can kind of gnaw on that as it like softens up. We have the it's like little chew sucker. It's like, think of when we used to make popsicles as a kid. If you had that tray that you could put anything into it, and then you drop the thing in, it's like, oh, I made it with lemonade or orange juice. And it's like the healthy popsicle. We have that, but it's for breast milk. Like you have this like little tray, and you make these little pellets, and then you put the pellet into the silicone little sucky thing with holes on it, and it's like a teething ring on one end that he can grab onto or use that as well, and then he can put that into his mouth. And
that's awesome.
Kind of suck on and chew on the breast milk.
Yeah.
And he loves that. He'll go to town on one of those until he doesn't, and then it's just kind of melting, and he's not swallowing it all the time, so it's just kind of like nah, and it's just like coating him, which is cute and fun and all. We're still going through bibs like they're going out of style.
Yeah.
I mean, the other day when we had the cookie cooking afternoon with our friends. I think he did 6 in that day. I mean, he did like 3 or 4 once they came over. It was some days it's only like 1 or 2, but we're very grateful to have a lot of handkerchief bibs. It's not just for looks, that's for sure.
So when you look at his laundry, is it primarily bibs? Is that the most the item that's in there the most is bibs?
Oh yeah, bibs and spit up rags for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. And then if it does bleed through any of those, then it's the clothes because he spit up on his clothes too. But yeah, no. First and foremost, it's tons of bibs and spit up rags. Yeah.
You mentioned your friends coming over for making cookies.
Yeah.
Is there someone that comes over enough that he recognizes them?
Yeah, I'd say this couple that we're very close with, he recognizes, and then I've got another good buddy that we help each other tape auditions and stuff like that, and he comes over quite often, and he's spent time that, especially his voice and the way he talks to my son when he sees him, it's really high pitched and energetic and fun.
Yeah,
I think as soon as he hears, he's like, it's that guy, you know.
Oh,
but
nice.
he kind of gets excited seeing anyone. He's really kind of outgoing, so I may be giving them too much credit, but I think he recognizes that.
Has he ever heard you auditioning like in an emotion that you don't usually use around the house? Does that freak him out? Is that a thing that he's even been around?
No, I don't think so. Because since him being born, any of the stuff I've had to put on tape really hasn't been too emotive or like screaming and yelling or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, so no, not yet. And I, anytime I'm working on something, it's just kind of like silently, if I'm holding him, working on, kind of taking a look at the lines and why things might be happening or being said at that time or whatever, but it's not out loud.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in other news this week, it has been a great trial of naps and daytime naps. I'm happy to report are not happening in our arms anymore.
Hey, was that a quick transition?
Oh no.
I mean, you said like not at all. Is it? It's not happening.
No, yeah, no. We this past week since we.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. I guess it's been a week. So the last time I saw you, he was still napping in my arms, and I had a day where I came home from the walk in the morning, and he just was content, and I set him down, and he went to sleep, and I was like, "What the hell? How did that happen?"
Right.
But that really wasn't the right course of action as we get further into the book, like past the nighttime thing. It's like, well, you really shouldn't be doing that before you've got nighttime sleep set, because, and she talks about this in the book, Precious Little Sleep, about how somehow they don't quite correlate or like recognize that it's the same type of thing. Like the nighttime sleep is separate to the kid, and so it's much more difficult, as she says in the book, to do the naps during the day. And boy, is she right.
I thought you guys had nighttime sleeps down though.
Yes, we do, but within the sense that we had not really gotten to, I'm just putting him down and walking away. We were in the weaning process of taking away some of the crutches that were helping him get there. So we had gotten our sleep like routine down and changed some things around to where we would feed him first and then do a change, get him into his pajamas, read his books and a song, and putting him down, because he really does enjoy, in particular my wife, singing to him, and I don't blame him for that. She's a much better singer, and she would definitely point that out too, or point out how off key I was. But that was kind of the routine, and then getting him down, it was still putting him in his bassinet and shushing and doing a little bit of like hand on body kind of rocking. Because without going into too much detail, in the book it talks about kids being kind of couple of different categories, like a motion junkie, a cuddler, a sucker, as in they like to be rocked, or they really like to be cuddled, or they really like to have the pacifier sucking or breastfeeding before sucking, or bottle, whatever.
Okay.
And that's the thing that they then associate with sleep. And so because we were having him sleep on us, well, there's the cuddler, but we would also do the bouncy ball like motion. So he's a motion junkie probably first and a cuddler. And sometimes we were also having the pacifier. So we were given the triple whammy. So you have to also then wean off of those things so that you can just have a sleep associated with it's your time to sleep and you do it for yourself. And that's, again, why I think it's so cool. Sleep training is it's really introducing self-confidence. It's like the first time you really get to do that, of like, this is your thing to do and you can do it. And so I'm going to help you. I'm going to start stripping these things, but you can do it. And even what had begun happening with putting him down and just having the hand on and doing like a slight, gentle rock at the end of our kind of stripping that away, he was pushing the hand away. Like, let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. I can do it. Which is, you're already seeing like, oh, wow. Yeah, man. Yeah, you can. Go for it. Like,
yeah.
And so we had gotten to a point pretty much at the end of last week, beginning of the week, we were still doing, I think, the shushing and the shaking a little bit, to where my wife started saying, okay, I'm just going to set him down and walk out. And that was beginning to happen, which is why now, as far as like following the book, right? There's many people have different strategies and whatever.
Sure.
But we were following this one, and, even in the book, she says, try it. If it doesn't work after, 10-day trial, like, try something else, but you should commit to it.
Yeah.
And so we were really at that stage towards the end of last week. So beginning this week, we said, okay. And even the last couple of days have been, morning nap has been in his crib. So we've started it. As we were starting this podcast, you and I were talking before, you're like, I hear some things rumbling in the background, some crying, fussing, and I did the first 2 naps myself, and what we're seeing is it's actually harder for my wife to do the naps because she smells like food and breast milk, and that's kind of like harder for him to let go of and go to sleep with. It's like, there's not going to be any soothing from this guy, so I got to figure it out on my own. I mean, of course I'm soothing, and I'm, we're doing the same kind of wean where, basically the same going down process except for feeding. So, get him a change, read him a book, and then a song sung by yours truly. Goulet, and then putting him into the crib in his own room. So that's also a different change, because he's still at night sleeping next to us in our room in his bassinet, and he has his own crib in his room. So this is all happening in his room now on his own, and I was able to get him down for both of those. But I think she had to bail on this one. So they kind of say, like, put him down, and if he isn't falling asleep after an hour, you basically need to pick him up, and you've lost that nap. It's all part of the training, but I think if I heard correctly, they've left the room, and I didn't hear any time when there wasn't fussing, but part of the process. So but we're not holding him anymore. We've moved past that.
I love that. Congratulations.
It's so easy. No, but it's still, I mean, the first 2 times for me today took 13 minutes, and then the second time was 11 minutes. Oh, wow. It's hard. It's a hard 13, 11 minutes because he ain't happy.
Right.
And he's fussing, and in some of it's like, he's learned to roll over and he's been sleeping on his stomach a lot more. And that's nerve-wracking as a parent because in the first year, SIDS, especially for boys, is still very possible. So
Yeah.
we're like constantly looking at the monitor like, is he... Yes, he's breathing. He's breathing. Okay.
Right.
It's like, why'd you have to roll over so quickly? Oh, God. And so he's doing that even napping, and he'll, like, be there. He's fussing, and then he, like, pops up. Looks around, he sees you, and he's like, ah! And he, like, puts his head back down and, like, tries to rub his eyes.
Right.
It's tough, man.
Do they have... There's so much on the market for babies, and that just made me think... I wouldn't be surprised if they have this. I've never heard of it before, but do they have kind of like how you wear like a wrist heart rate monitor when you work out? Do they have that for babies and like the heart rate appears on the screen so you can be like, hey, yeah, the heart's still beating. He must be.
So I don't know if they have an actual wear it, but they have a monitor that claims to be able to sense if the baby stops breathing.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you believe it?
I mean, I'm gullible and susceptible to like, oh, wow, that's cool. You should try it. My wife's like, I don't trust it. I'd never trust that. It's like, nope, we're not getting that.
Right.
And also it's like, I don't know. My wife and I, this brings up an interesting topic that we've been talking about a lot because someone approached her about a kind of a pregnancy product. I'll just say that in case it does come out and we don't like ruin it because it is a new thing.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, I don't love it because it just preys upon vulnerable people. And it's like, well, that's kind of capitalism in general, right? You're not beautiful enough, you need this beauty product. You're not strong enough, you need this workout routine. You're not healthy enough, you need to eat this thing. And especially as we talked about the last episode too, about like everything we see, it's like, oh, you got to do this thing. And this is the other video I watched and I got to be doing that. And oh my God, and especially as, because this is a product that would be for moms during and I guess after birth, but pregnancy and then after birth. And I think the intention is good, but you just know like this is going to be a thing that I don't know. It's tricky. It's like the monitor, right? It's like $500 or something for this monitor that can. It's like, well, great, and some of them, they're all online and it's like you can watch it from your phone anywhere. You can be at work and still check in on your kid.
Yeah.
If, the babysitter or the father is, watching, and it's like, well, then people are hacking it and stealing, videos of, it's like all these things. It's like, it's so easy to be fearful that you're not doing it right. And especially as a new mom, and wanting to give all the right nutrients and all the things in pregnancy and into birth and breastfeeding, and that oh my God, am I not? Should I be eating something, drinking something, reading something? It's like it's so easy to convince the susceptible that they need to be doing something different. And,
that's the basis of so much marketing is you're not doing it right. Like that's the starting point.
Yeah. And it's a fine line because there are things that maybe research and new science has discovered that, this should be different and you should do this because you shouldn't smoke. It will kill you. It's like,
right.
We've made advancements. But it's tricky. And so that's been a subject on our minds a lot because of this thing that she was asked to kind of endorse because she's, a pediatric nurse practitioner. And she kind of had to say like, look, I don't love the idea of preying upon the weak and the vulnerable. And I was in that position and it didn't feel good to look and see all these things that were telling me I'm doing it wrong and I should be doing it different. And it was so easy to be susceptible. And so, the heart monitor thing, like, I don't know. I'm less gadgety than
Yeah.
probably most. I don't have a smart watch. I've
Hmm.
thought about getting one, but only so I can track my hockey playing,
Yeah. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
as opposed to wearing my phone as I do now in like a spy belt, running belt,
Right.
so I don't break my phone. But other than that, like the data collection and like the monitors that we ended up choosing aren't online. They are Wi-Fi, like so that you can carry, or it's not a Wi-Fi, but it's like a signal that goes only so far.
Right.
And then the other set we have is literally just sound. And it's like, well, I think my parents grew up where you didn't have video monitors, and
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. So they do have it.
That's
We've
funny.
seen that the heart rate claim, but we opted against it.
Because we're and really about to be in the mix of the holidays,
Yeah.
we won't be recording for the next couple of weeks.
Yes, this is the last for the year, isn't
This
it?
is the last for the year, and so I kind of want to spend just a little bit of time. We're almost, in a couple of weeks we'll hit the 6 month mark.
Yeah.
And so looking back at the last 6 months, is there something that you can look back at and say, I was nervous about this, but whether it's you or you and your wife, but we kind of nailed it. Is there anything that kind of you can look back and say, wow, we did that thing?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, in the throes of the sleep training right now, I was and still am nervous about it. And especially because we'd kind of started it at what we thought was the right time and started reading the book, but didn't actually put everything in place. And it was like, oh my God, this like we're at the end of when we should be doing this thing. And since he is sleeping at night and doing it regularly now, and we're on to the naps, I would feel like I'd love to give credit to my wife. She really nailed it because she really was more a part of the wind down, and because it was breastfeeding and then holding him and singing, putting him down, that she's done it all.
Yeah.
So she nailed that. I feel like we really nailed the trade off and giving each other the extra time or sleep when the other one could step up, right? Like
Yeah.
really getting into that routine of me walking and getting up with my son in the morning and giving my wife the extra 3 hours
Yeah.
or so of sleep, if she was able to fall back to sleep. Sometimes she was not, but that I think that when you hear of like horror stories of parents kind of feeling alone, or we're also very lucky that she's able to be off, and I am semi off because gig work comes and goes.
Right.
And I'm only doing a couple of nights at the bar at night. So we are very lucky in that sense that we could support each other, because sometimes after 8 weeks the father has to go back to work, and that's California at least. And I have at times, but I'm predominantly around, and so to be able to support each other in that, because you hear of horror stories of like just really starting to lose your mind from no sleep, and it was hard for sure. We didn't sleep a lot at the beginning, but we were together with each other through that, and that feels good. I don't know that we
Yeah.
quote unquote nailed it, but we didn't have horrific stretches of no sleep, or if we did, one was able to kind of support and
Yeah.
give the other. Yeah, and I think the other thing that I am happy that we've done is try to continue our life and bringing him into it, like with the travel
Yes.
and seeing people once it was safe. I mean, we were very cautious until he was vaccinated, both vaccinations, and safer in that regard. But then, really bring him around and introducing him to everyone and anyone, and having friends come by, and so that he is sociable. And seeing my friend mentor teacher the other day. She said, it's very clear that he trusts you. And so I guess that would be like one thing I feel I nailed with him. And I know he trusts my wife emphatically too. Yeah. But I think some of that has to do with the fact that we did bring him around and introduce him and say, like, it's okay. Here are these people. And he, would really look to us and then feel like, okay, I'm okay here.
Yeah.
And we have great, friends and people who love to be around kids and comfort them as well. So that helps. But yeah, I don't know that I'm able to reflect on a single thing and be like, that one thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm still fearful that, we haven't done it right. And,
Yeah.
But that will be forever. That's something that's been coming up for me a lot, is like that jump in mind to, like, oh, when he's going to school and kids and bullying and how will I, and then later and driving, and then he's out and he's, and I'm thinking like all the things between me and my dad, because I wasn't an easy kid later throughout high school, and just like, oh God. And he didn't know what to do because I don't know what to do. You can't know. Yeah. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry,
Right.
And also the forgiveness of like, you didn't know what you're doing and you were trying your best, and like it may have rubbed me wrong or upset me or pushed me away or what, but oh God, how awful that must have been as the dad and mom too. But because I'm a father now, looking at it as dad, it's like, ooh,
yeah,
gosh, how difficult. Oh,
yeah.
So yeah, trying to give myself a little grace. As son, but also now dad. But yeah, so long story short, Ed.
Yes.
Yes, he trusts me now, and I nailed that. So
that's awesome. Well, and I think and one thing I admire about the way the two of you have approached parenthood, and I can say this about, when I see friends of mine that do the same thing, I just really respect that you went in long before your son was here, knowing it was a team effort, a partnership, and on the flip side, I know a couple who the dad is, they have a brand new baby and the dad is, I don't change diapers. Men don't do that. And it's just, you don't have to have kids to know that's kind of a jacked up perspective, totally. And especially when you're like, well, when the kid is here, that will soften the heart. And to see you guys still being a team, it's just that it's you're setting, even though you have these fears of, gosh, what am I going to goof up? What's going to stick that I would never want to stick? What's going to, rattle around in his head? You've got those fears, but I think you're also doing a really good job of setting a solid foundation of, yeah, maybe there are things that stick with, but they're not going to rattle like someone with a less stable foundation might be rattled. So you're really setting him up. That's why you guys are in California. You're setting up an earthquake-proof child is what you're doing.
He's ready to rumble, rattle and roll around.
Right, yeah. As opposed to someone in Indiana who may not have had an earthquake, so it might be a little more of a shaky foundation out here. Yeah. But yeah, it's any time I see a couple doing it the way you guys are doing it, as a partnership, as a team, I mean, you just got to respect that, because it's not easy for either one, and to share the load and to stick with it. I think it's really easy to say, yeah, this is what we're gonna do, and then 2 weeks in, when it gets rough, be like, hey, I want to wish you luck because I'm gonna go to bed, and so you've stuck with it as well. That's so cool to see.
I appreciate that, Ed, and the reflection is really wonderful to hear. I also have to say that there are moments where I'm like, wait, this is forever.
Yeah. Oh, there has to be. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think also I'm very grateful that I got into therapy in a year before,
Yeah.
like right before we found out that my wife was pregnant. I had started because there have been moments where I'm tired, she's tired, like there's things said, things we wish we could take back or whatever, and because of my time with my therapist, and he's also a father, and has really kind of helped coach in a lot of ways some of the things that I've been able to put in practice, where instantly I try to go back and say, look, I'm really sorry. I
Yeah.
feel that I shouldn't have said that, and I wish I hadn't. But here we are now, and I just want to say that I'm sorry,
Yeah.
because I want to put that in practice with him, my son, and if I can't do it, especially already with my wife or anywhere else, but
Yeah.
and even to myself, but I want to put that in practice because I know there's gonna be times where I get upset and yell at him,
Yeah.
and I want to be able to say like, hey, sometimes dad gets angry when he's tired or hasn't eaten or he's stressed out, and it's not your fault.
Yeah.
And, like all the, I'm just regurgitating the things I'm being coached in, but it's not all easy, that's for sure. So we're trying, and we're putting in place things that I think are helpful, but there are also those moments where it's like, yeah, I want to sleep.
Yeah, and that's just natural, but
That's
I mean, I
human.
think that's the difference too, is that they're moments or very short moments or pieces of time as opposed to making a new habit,
Yeah.
and so that's where I think, that's for any parent that continues to just push through and keep going, you've got to respect that. My wife works with a lot of women in her job, and
Mm.
sometimes when she's first meeting them, they'll say, she'll say, they might ask, what do you do for a living, and they'll say, I'm just a mom, and she's very quick to say, no, 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 there's not a just a mom at
Yeah.
all, and kind of like, I think in our society it's almost, you feel like, oh, if you don't have a full-time job, you're not working, and
Yeah.
especially if you're a parent, and it's yeah, don't sell yourself short. It's a lot of work, and it's
Oh hell.
24 hours a day, it's
Yeah, there's no break there, man. And
yeah.
like I'm always blown away by, they say it's like running 5 miles a day just to keep up, like the amount of energy you burn to breastfeed every day.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's going to run a marathon without training, isn't she?
Yeah, basically that's what you do, like monthly by
Wow.
breastfeeding. Yeah. Weekly.
Gosh,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it's insane.
Yeah. And in that it's like, okay, trying to make sure I'm easy to be like, yeah, I don't really need lunch. I'll just have a little snack. It's like, no, we need to, like, let me make
Right.
sure that there are foods, and like recognizing that, because I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No idea. Basically running a marathon every week,
Wow.
more than in energy, and there's no break. It's happening every day. You're
Yeah.
feeding every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, it's nice to kind of have that reflection at the end of this year, as we come to the end, and certainly our last episode of the year.
Is there anything specific you're looking forward to in 2026, as far as like, okay, yeah, there's, first steps, first
Oh yeah,
words. What happens in the first, like, I don't know what happens in the first year usually. Are they walking in the first year? I don't know. I don't know.
I think yeah.
Yeah.
Like 8 9 months, as they are like really crawling and moving around. I think at that time in the year, within a year, they start getting up.
Okay.
Yeah, I look forward to that, but even as he's doing more tummy time and like rolling around,
Mm-hmm.
I like look around. I'm like, everything in this house wants to kill him. Everything. I gotta
Right.
I have to get rid of everything. Oh
Yeah.
my God, like, not just like getting the cupboards so they don't open, but like he'll put that in his mouth and choke and die. He'll roll over the stairs and go, it's like we were
Right.
talking earlier about, like, does your mind go to worst case scenario? It's like, yeah, very quickly.
We got to get like 15 baby gates in this house.
Oh yeah. He's Boy in the Bubble sounds like a pretty good idea.
Right.
Anyway, I digress. But yeah, I'm excited for those things. I look forward to when he can actually sit up on his own without the fear of nosediving and bonking his head front or back, and so at dinner he can sit up next to us, and he'll continue to breastfeed as he gets further into solid foods, but like having that like shared time and seeing him just like smash thing, it's exciting. Yeah. But within that, like moving and like really starting to crawl, it's like, oh Jesus, there's so many things we're gonna have to change about this house. Because yeah, he's already like anything he can get his hands on, it's going to his mouth, and so
yeah,
you gotta be careful about what you drop and where you put your bag and where you put your pencil and.
That's the thing too, that like, I don't think about it, if I'm going down the stairs and I drop a pen or something, I'm like, I'll get that on the way up, and maybe I do, and maybe it's there for a week and then I finally pick it up. Like, you just can't do that.
Oh no. And I'm also the same way, where it's like, yeah, I'll get it. It's
right. I can see it. I
didn't lose it. I know where it is. I just don't need a pen right now.
Right.
Or that nickel or that quarter that
or that cord or that charger. Yeah.
Oh God. Yep. The ear pods that grab that thing. I mean, he's so easy. We'll be able to open that and pull like all the things. Even like we get the New York Times every Sunday because we like to have the handheld like crossword and
that physical. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like the tactile.
Yes.
But leave the newspaper on the ground, which I will do in the living room. I like sit and read, and it's like I put it down. I'll get back to it. It's like no, he picks that up, and it's like how much paper could a kid eat before it's not good for him, especially ink loaded. It's like, are they making them baby safe ink yet?
Yeah,
but yeah. I mean, it's like everything.
Well, Lane, as we reach the end of our episode, we
as we get into the shit,
we get into the whether the fan is present or not, we must get into the shit.
Well, let's do it. So let's do some Diaper Diaries. It was the fourth day of rain. We were cold. It was muddy. We were dying. No, okay, here we go.
I was like, oh, where's this one gonna go?
No, that was Diaper Diaries. Diaper Diaries. Okay, we'll be there in like 15 minutes. I mean, a lot can happen in 15 minutes, but we'll be there soon. Yeah. I mean, he has his teether toy, and he's going to town. I mean, drool is streaming down his cheek. His handkerchief bib is catching it, though. Nothing to worry about. I have another one. Yeah, we can change him when we get there. No problem. For the moment, he's happy. Quiet and content. Let's just get there. Get out of the way, lady. Drive like you're trying to get somewhere, will you? Solo trips in the car. Car can be stressful. You can see him in the rearview mirror, but sometimes that's just worse. You can see what you can't do anything about. I have the right of way, asshole. Okay, here we are. We made it. Easy. No fussing. Just a bunch of drool. Well, let me get him up and out of the car seat and into a new bib. No problem. Let's just undo the car seat harness, and man, he is really covered in drool. It's worse than I thought. Wow. Even down his side and his back. And oh God. That's not drool. My hands are, oh My God. Well, good thing I also have a change of clothes with his extra bib. Looks like it's gonna be a truck bed diaper change for this guy. My hands are they're covered. Oh, God. Oh, I could do some serious finger painting and, oh, what a mess.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was the car ride over to meet my friend earlier this week.
How his car seat, is he sitting or is he laying? How does it go up?
It's kind of like, how does it go up, Ed? That is a great question. Because, I mean, he's slightly reclined, but it's not. No, how does it go up?
Yeah, you would think water flows down. Gravity.
Falling up, man. Falling up. I don't know. Jesus, I mean...
That's crazy.
I went to reach it. It's just that there's no other room, and so he's pushing it out himself. And I mean, when he gets quiet, you got to be careful with that. I'll tell you.
It's working on something.
Yeah. Also, there was no voice but my own with that character there, obviously. So we'll have to keep working on that. But as I'm writing it, it sounds different in my head.
It was a different voice.
Okay.
I was almost getting a little Tommy Flanagan pathological liar John Lovitz in there with the
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's kind of how it sounded. But yeah, it was just like, and then I'm holding him and it's like, how do I, like, I'm putting it all, like the finger paint, like I was just putting it all over it. It's like, oh God, pick him up. Oh man.
It's just the moment of realization.
Yeah, like, he's really wet. Oh no. And he just looks at you like, what are we going to do? You're like, I don't know. But yeah, they become pretty good at doing the truck bed diaper change. Just, put down the tailgate and throw them up there. And thank God my wife is a genius planner. So the diaper bag has all of the necessities, all the accoutrement and extra outfits. And
I was just going to ask, when you're traveling, like going out for the day or whatever, how many spare outfits are there? Not diapers, but actual
Depends
outfits.
how long we're going to be. Like when we do the travel day, there's 2 changes with the outfit he's wearing.
Yeah.
But this, like, in the diaper bag at all times is amongst... Let's just go through the list real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
We have all of the wipes. We have wipes that are just for hands. We have wipes that are for butts.
Oh.
We have...
his hands or your hands?
It's wipes for whatever else you might need that aren't as heavy duty. So you're not wasting $1 wipe. I think they're like 49 cents if you like really do the math. No one's really counting though. We're not counting, okay?
No.
49-cent wipe or the like 15-cent wipe,
Yeah.
Which you do for all the other things. And like 5 diapers, there's all of the butt creams, multiple kinds, because it depends. And there's the everyday one, then there's like, okay, there's diaper rash happening there, and then tiny little butt spatula so you can like coat it on so you don't have to cover your fingers with all of it.
Oh, that's good. See?
It's something I didn't know, but my wife's like, I hate getting it under my nails. It's like, well, I bite my nails, which is probably good that I use the thing then, so I'm not biting that. Then there is the diaper changing pad, which folds up. And then there is the extra bibs, the extra muslin cloth if we need to wrap him or keep him warm. There is the extra change of clothes. And
wow.
Yeah, that's I think kind of it. But yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's full bag. But yeah, there's always a change of clothes. And thank God. Oh, and the gallon Ziploc bag to put the dirties into.
So good call.
Oh, that's my wife. Yes, she's
I like
good.
it.
She's really
I like
good. Yeah. Which I utilized basically all of those things in that trip alone to wipe the car seat out as well, because it's like, you're gonna have to go back into that.
Yeah.
But we arrived, he got changed, the door opened, my friend was there, and he was smiling, happy as can be. Nothing better than a freshly changed baby butt. They are happy about that.
I like it. I love it.
This has been another edition of the Diaper Diaries.
Well, Lane, thank you as always for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been a great, we've only been recording for 6 months. It's been a great 6 months. Happy New Year. And I can't wait to see what 2026 is gonna bring us. There's just nothing but adventures coming up.
Yes, I look forward to it, and it has been a great year, but the second half to get to share this with you as well, and kind of document and talk about this. So again, thanks for proposing this and setting us up for getting to put this in the books.
I love it.
End of the year, but only the beginning.
I love that too.
All right, pal.
Thanks,
Until
buddy.
next year.
All right.
See ya.
See ya.